Hi, how's everyone today? It's snowing again in Montana. We just can't seem to get rid of the snow, but that's okay because everything needs water. This is Mary from Home Sweet Home Creations, and I'm here to show you some crafts that I've been working on, and I had talked to you about a few days back when I was working on some other crafts. So I want to just turn the camera so you can see what I'm working on. And that's probably a good spot right there. Okay, so I told you about these banners that I had made out of that material. That's sticky on both sides when you iron it. It's like a seal-a-seam thing, but it's much thicker material, so it has some stiffness to it. So when you cut out your material and you sew it together, you have to be pretty precise to get them inside of here. So it's hard to get them all the way to the point, but you do the best you can. You leave enough at the top that you can fold it over and sew it with a space in between so that you can get your cord or your ribbon through that side of goes all the way through the top. And then you have your flags hanging this way, however many you want to put up. So this is one shape that you can make. You just find the material you want to use. If you're doing it for a kid's room or a party, I did these for a baby shower book party. So we tried to find material that had the theme of different books, which is not easy to do. And so this was the Cat in the Hat, of course, which may not be able to find anymore. And this one was representing the Dalmatian, 100 Dalmatians. And then we had Thomas the Train material there. And then, of course, Peanuts. That has been popular for a long, long time. Peanuts comics. And then this is the Mickey and Minnie 1940s Mickey and Minnie pattern of material. And then we did the Lion King and Thomas the Train again and Snoopy and Charlie Brown again. So you can make several of the same and then alternate them down the row. And now, of course, Little Mermaid's down here. I don't know if you can see her because Little Mermaid, she's so cute. Okay, so those were fun to make, and I had them hanging all the way across the room where everybody came in for the baby shower, so that was fun. And I've also made them for my granddaughter's room in this shape, and that material was like an old-fashioned little girl, I don't have the material here, but little girl and little boy playing, reading book, but it was very old-fashioned material. And we put that in this shape and hung them across her room. Then there's also this shape that you could make. You could actually make these any shape you want if you make your own pattern. These are just the ones they suggest when you look at the pattern. And this one, it's the same kind of thing. And then you put your cord or your ribbon through it, and then you hang it. And in order to do that, you need a really long crochet hook, or if you have one of the thinner one. But the wider you make this up here, the better, easier it is to put that through it. Okay. So that is the banners. Okay. Then I wanted to show you this egg. It was on the Easter table that I did, the Easter table setting, and it's in the shape of an egg, and it just sits up like that. And I wanted to show you that because it's very pretty on this side, but then you go over here and there's nothing. So when you put it on your table, you're only seeing this side. If you're on that side of the table, you see nothing, no decoration. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint that side over here just to make it more interesting, and maybe even around the edge. So I'm going to do something different with that. And then I also took those coasters. I already told you about those coasters that had the cork on the back, but I didn't like the front of them at all. And I created something different this time. This could be a coaster still on a table, but this is a poster of South Africa that my mother-in-law sent us when she was there. And so I took that and I cut them apart so they would fit on here. And I put love is a faith that dreams will come true. True love is you. That's what that little sticker says. Anyways, so I thought that was kind of cool because then I also took some old tiles that I had and I put this little edge on it. And my daughter-in-law is home. How are you?
Hey, good. Sorry.
You're fine. So this is like a little, you could either put a little hook on the back and hang it on the wall now for like a Mother's Day gift, or you could use it just on a table as a coaster. So there's a couple things you could do with that now. Okay, here's another one that I made that is the same kind of thing, only this is all about the garden, all the flowers, and there's a little tea kettle or watering can, your tools for gardening, pot of flowers, and it just says faithful. And God makes all of these things, so I thought the faithful thing on there made it really nice. And then again, these tiles, this one actually stands up like that. So it could sit on a table like that as a decoration, or you could put a hook on the back and hang it, or it could be a coaster. Either way. Okay, and this one is Love You Always. This one is also some pictures from South Africa that I added on. And then these are actual stickers that are like three-dimensional that my daughter gave me. And there's a big sun hat, some flowers, and that's a big pot, like a wooden pot down here. And I just thought that was cute to go with the rest of it. Now I'm not sure I'm done with this one. I might put some more around the edge. Okay. And then here's another one that I made. This one says thankful. I'm thankful for the flowers. I'm thankful for the pansies and the daffodils, which I made a mistake on one of my posts. That is a daffodil. And this is, I think there's a butterfly and there's a bee in here somewhere. So all of those beautiful things I'm thankful for. And I put the tiles on the bottom again. And this one does not stay up as well as my other one did. But so you could either hang that one on the wall or lay it down as a coaster. Okay, so those are kind of fun Mother's Day presents that I made out of something that I really didn't like and was hanging around forever, and I finally did something with them. And my husband will be so proud that I actually did something with these things that I collect. And so I just wanted to show you some of the things you can do for kids, for parties. These banners are really fun. And they're not, the sewing part isn't too difficult because you're just sewing up the edges, the seam, and then turning it back inside out. You sew it inside out, then you turn it back out, and then you put your insides. You kind of fold these like this to get them in. So that's how you fit them, and then you reach in and flatten them out, and then you iron them, and you fold over your ends and sew up your edge. Make sure you have enough room. So those aren't too hard. And then these fun things here. So, and then if you find things like this that you really aren't interested in having, but you look at it and you think, I could probably do something on that would make it look even better for a table setting at Easter. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And so that's really all I was going to show you today. So I hope you got some ideas. I hope you can think of some creative things you can do for the mothers in your life, like even your friends who are mothers. It's fun to give them things on Mother's Day, your own mother if she's still around, or even if you have friends that have great moms that you really like, and grandmas need Mother's Day gifts too. So anything that you could think of that you can create is even that much more special. And so hopefully you can get something out of what I did today that will help you create something for all the mothers that you know. Also baking nice things, making some candies, putting them in a little basket. That's always fun for Mother's Day too. And hopefully the snow will go away and we can go buy some real flowers. Okay, you guys have a great night, and hopefully everyone is nice and warm tonight in Montana in their house until we get some more sunshine because the grass is turning green.